There is a way to organize your day. Well, there's some more on the Forge. All right, I've got 3 steps for you to help organize your day a little bit better, all in under 10 minutes. Number 1, a list. Take all those swirling thoughts in your head and jot them down of what needs to get accomplished. That can be your home stuff, that can be your work stuff, personal development, family stuff, all of it. There's no reason you can't get all of those swirling thoughts down on your list. You can either do it the night before your day or the morning of. I like to take the morning of my day, scripture, prayer, quiet time with the Lord, workout, that kind of stuff. But at some point, getting that list down on paper is really important. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that list and you're going to categorize it or prioritize it. Cover 2 to 3 big ones, and then maybe 3 to 5 little ones. Set up your day so that, hey, I got to get these 2 to 3 really big things done. I'm going to make those my priority. And then the 3 to 5 little secondary things, man, I can hit those in between the big ones if I need to, or I can set aside some time, which this will lead to number 2. Set aside some time to get those covered later. Number 2, structure your day if at all possible. And this is up to you to figure out, oh, I can't. My day just... There's always a way to structure your day a little bit better, a little more efficient. Now, maybe you are very much your day is unpredictable. That's okay. But that doesn't mean that you can't prioritize your time. Now, if your day is a little more predictable, you're sitting at your desk, you're in your cubicle, that kind of thing, you know where you're going to be, you know what you're doing. What I like to do is Pomodoro. If you just want to set a timer, go for it. But I like to, I've got websites that I use. I clack in the time, clack in the break, press loop, go, right? So maybe it's 30 minutes of uninterrupted work on that project. Once the timer goes off, you take a 5-minute break, kind of adjust, stop staring at a computer screen, and then you're back to it in 5 minutes on another project. Or if you want to extend that project to 2 time lengths, do it that way. The cool thing about this is you focus in and you stop the distractions, because you need to be active in stopping the distractions, because those kill your progress. Instead of going, oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to do this. Maybe even have a piece of paper on the side, write it, back to your progress and your focus. Now, that's step number 2. Number 3, get more focused on what you're doing. We live in a time of fuzzy, unconnected focus. We're living in an age where there's so much coming at us from so many different directions, it's almost like we get cross-eyed. And I notice myself do this where I'm not focusing on what I should be focusing on. And the reason that I say this is step number 3, because we'll get stuff done 50, 60%, but have we actually put our full effort into it? The thing is, thinking is not easy. And I think we've bought into that lie that, well, thinking or focus should be just super easy. It may be where you have to stop for a second to solve the problem before you continue typing or before you continue filling out your spreadsheet. But focus is drilling down and going, no, there's another level that I can get to on this. And recognizing that focus, that undivided focus, is really useful. And everybody's looking for flow state. And sure, maybe this is a principle of flow state, but it's very useful if you catch yourself to say, okay, I'm getting distracted. I'm kind of half in this. I'm on autopilot. Take a couple of breaths. Say, everything else I will get to when I need to. Okay. And go in to a deeper level on your stuff. Here's how those 3 things are going to help you in your day. When you do number one, you're organizing, especially writing down. Writing really helps the brain organize and centralize things in a pattern. And it helps you actually remember things. So you've centered in on your list. You've figured out, okay, where do I want to get to? How do I get there? Because this list is, if I do these check marks, the list will help me get there. And mind you, that's really important. That's a whole nother episode. But that list will help you organize your thoughts. Then you block out time for those thoughts, for each step, right? For the goal you've got. While you're in that section or segment of time, focus is so important. Blocking out the distractions and the things that are driving you nuts and the things that are pulling at your attention, this thing is dangerous. This thing, if it's sitting next to you, and you don't have a good hold on your focus, every 30 seconds, you'll break your attention span to go like this. And the more you do that, the less you give your brain chance to really start just riding that wave of thought process. And so it's good to put this thing somewhere else if you need to. When you get that 5-minute break, you can check for your messages, your phone, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or if you think of, I've got to do this, write it down on the side, go back. When you start to do these three things, you're going to notice that parts of your day become almost super efficient. And you'll notice that you'll start to put wins together. And when you fall off the train, which more than likely you will at some point, get back on. Whether the next segment, I'm back on the train. The next day, I'm back on the train. The next week, back to it. Whatever you need to do. And I do best when I segment my social media time. So I spend a lot of time on social media for the ministry and all that. So if I'm on X, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, whatever, I do best when I segment that to one section of half hour, 40 minutes, and I just focus in on that. And then I'm not searching or researching for stuff on social media outside of that because that's where I really get into trouble. You'll find yourself doing it. 5 seconds of Facebook. Turns into an hour, doesn't it? You cut that out, build your segment in, do your social media time on your segment, then go back to your work after that segment. These tips are going to help you hit that next level of your workflow, that next level of focus, and maybe it's just a reminder if you can still do that. You can become more efficient in your day than you used to be. And if you got a lot of downtime because you're waiting for a project to come through, that's a perfect time for you to segment to do a personal project. Maybe you want to write a blog article for some random website. Maybe you want to put together a fitness plan for yourself. Maybe you want to do some Bible study. Maybe you want to write your wife or girlfriend a letter. You choose. But use that time productively and get in the habit of when I'm on the clock with the Pomodoro or my timer or my segments, my blocking, I am in, I am on, I am focused. So I hope that helps. Check out more resources. Go to theforge.org. Check us out. Be sure to subscribe to all of our stuff. If you find this type of content is useful for you, and man, we got online work groups, we got live meet-ins on Saturday mornings, we got stuff going on. So check us out. Love you guys.